What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KeenGamer channel. My name is Javelin197 and I'll be giving you a quick look at the game 5 Guardians of David. I hope you enjoy. Now, 5 Guardians of David is not a normal game to the mechanics. It's more of a Diablo style gaming as to where you click where your character goes instead of WASD as you mostly see in movable characters. On the bottom screen, you will have your selection of special abilities and main attacks. You can either mouse click to use them, or most likely just use the keybinds by clicking 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, there does seem to be some neglect on the click style movement. On the left of your HUD, you will have a faded minimap and a list of your objectives. Now, the HUD features do not have any clickable content, but yet they do register as out-game windows. It can be very frustrating when you're trying to click on where your character is to go and it not register, because over the see-through minimap missions. A change should have been made to where the player is able to click in that area and the characters still be able to move. The game also has a unique transition feature. Instead of cinematic videos, it's a comic book. So every time when you start a mission, you'll get to read through a comic or just listen to the characters talk.
Rescue, and he was hailed as a hero once again. David spent his time rebuilding Ziklag for his people. He had been keeping himself busy. He had been trying not to think about the fate of the battle in which he had almost fought. He had been trying not to think about Saul and his army.
What these do is tell you usually about how the story progresses from one mission to the other, and also basically explains what your next mission is going to be. The game has an overall decent graphics. There's no complex particle system for your computer to render and to process. There's not very many graphical bugs. You may notice some buildings in the shadows that some pieces may not necessarily be stitched together, but it's fine. It's nothing to complain about. Now, there can be some errors with the death animations of some characters. Some will die and then just stand right back up, but overall they'll still be dead. It's a little weird, but not something you would see often. Now the settings, there's nothing really complex about them other than just the details and textures and the shadows, but there is something on there that some players may not recognize. Now, when it comes to shadow settings, players will find two settings that they may not know. Shadow projection and shadow cascade are two things that players do not see often. Shadow projection just means how the shadows will act. As the camera moves, usually your shadow moves too. This is the setting that gives you the option for shadows to be stationary or movable. If you want to see how this actually reacts, try to test out both of them. Now, shadow cascade is basically another shadow quality option. I'm not able to pinpoint as to exactly what it is doing aside from the shadow quality option, but essentially it's supposed to increase the quality of the shadow. The higher the cascades are, the higher quality. But be warned, the higher the setting, the more processing power it will be. The game is fun in so many ways than not. It's not overly complex, and with a story that is part of a culture's history, if not everyone's. I will say that the combat could have been a little different, but it does not take away the enjoyment either. With each mission taking an average of 20 minutes, the game does offer fun content, but does not have a lot of replay value except to finish side missions and finding all caches if you have not found them already. There is also no multiplayer, only a single player campaign. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more, then check out the other videos on the KeenGamer channel. You can also check out the KeenGamer website for more reviews, guides, updates, and more. We hope you had a blessed day, and remember, stay keen, KeenGamers.